ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shire here for this naturalisation ceremony, which here as council we regard as a very, very important ceremony, and we're delighted that we have people now in our community that wish to take that step of naturalisation and join us as Australian people. So to both of you boys, we congratulate you on the decision you are making. Now, as most of you know, these two men are in the nursing profession. They've been employed mainly here at the Berrigan Hospital, and personally I've got to know them quite well over the years. And what is customary at these ceremonies, we ask them to just tell us a little bit about themselves, where they're from, and how they came to Australia, and more particularly, how they came to be in our local government area. So who would like to go first? You. Righto. Just tell us, just announce yourself. So the floor is yours.
Well, to start with, thank you everyone who came here ceremony. Sorry, I don't know everyone's name because a lot of faces are quite new for me. So, thanks for everyone who came here. I'm thankful to the Shire for arranging this ceremony. We're feeling very blessed for that. And yeah, by becoming a citizen, we're becoming part of this Australian community, and we sort of making a permanent commitment to this country. We're also giving up our Indian citizenship to become an Australian citizenship. So we are becoming a natural Australian. My old fishing mate, John Doyle, always used to ask me when I'm becoming a natural Australian. So I want to tell him that today's the day I'm becoming a natural Australian. I come from Kerala, which is southern tip of Indian subcontinent, which is a small state. I would like to give you an idea of the size of the state. It's just not even half the size of Tasmania. It's a very small state, but we have 34 million people in it. It's a very, very populated state, and we grew up in one of the districts in Kerala, very populated, very hot, very humid. We only have two seasons there, mild summer and hot summer. We don't have spring or winter or autumn. So I never ever wear a jacket before coming to Australia. So that's the place I come from. And yeah, it's very populated. We grew up in a farmhouse. Dad is a farmer. My family is my family has a big farmhouse, and we've been farming coconut and pepper, back home, rice as well. But we give up now, like we have problems like we hear here. So we give up farming, we're not farmers anymore. I have two brothers. They both went overseas to find a job because there's not many jobs there. Everyone is educated and everyone is flying overseas to find a job. So I am. My mom wants me to my mom wants me to stay home to be part of the family, but this is where I end up. So there's no one home with the family, so they're pretty close about that. I did my basic studies back in India, and after completing my course, I worked in one of the hospitals in Kerala itself. For 2 years I worked there. Then I found I heard about post-graduation Bachelor of Nursing program in University of Kerala. So I applied for that, booked a seat, I came over on 5th of January 2010. Then I did 2-year program in Berrigan. Well, it was a big shock for me because I couldn't find it. It was a very expensive course. I have to pay $20,000 per year for the course. So what I did, I stayed in Melbourne. That's easy for me to find a job, a part-time job. So I stayed in Melbourne. I drove to Berrigan 3 times a day, also 3 times a week. And I worked the rest of the days back in Melbourne. In that way, I managed to pay the fees and study and finish the course. Then I applied for a job online. Anne Seema, she's the current nursing unit manager in Tokuma Hospital. So she offered me a job in Finley, a hospital. I accepted it. I came over. Then Karen offered me, well, she asked me whether I can fit in someone in Berrigan Hospital for a week. So I stayed here for a week. And guess what? That's where I ended up. I didn't go back to Fremantle, so that's where I ended up. So they kept me there. And yeah, well, what I like about country, I'm very happy here. We walk to the main street, everyone waving at you. We walk to when you drive to another town, then people from opposite direction, they're waving at you. So I like that one. Well, having said that, now we are, my wife and me, we're heading towards Melbourne. So we start, we just didn't realize, we just start waving everyone who comes from opposite direction. They were looking at me, what are you doing? So then I knew I'm not in Berrigan anymore. So we walked into Plaza one day and he said, oh, good day, how are you, sort of things, and they're looking at what are you talking about. So I ended up, then I knew I'm not in Berrigan anymore. I like this atmosphere. It's a beautiful place to work in. I like the staff, all are very friendly to me. So that's what I like to be in Berrigan. And now we are in May, expecting our baby soon in September 25th of due date. So we have, there'll be one more citizen coming soon. So Berrigan population will be in this 5.2 or something. All right, thanks for everyone. Thanks for coming.
Well, I grew up in the same state as Jinda, Kerala. We like probably 60 kilometers away from his home probably, but we never met before. We met here. And what else? I also studied nursing back in India. I've done my English competency test. I came to Australia. I've done a short-term courses for nurses. It's called Pioneer Program. And I finally have got registration, and then Karen offered me a job here because our total batch got an invitation for interview at Denny. So actually all of us got in the job around New South Wales. So we are in Tocumwal, Hay, Denley, Queen, Griffith, all over the place. So, and I got a little bit of preference from all other mates because I got called in and said, can I come and have a look at all the places before you joining me, because they're a bit worried because where I come from and I worked all metropolitan cities. So this is they told this is a very rural area and will be very different from everything what you're expecting. So you better come and have a look. So I came here early and had a look at every 4 places: Jewelry, Finley, Berrigan, and Tocumwal. So I quite like it, and everything is like people are very friendly, and all the when we met each staff, they are really happy to see us and everything. And then I thought, yes, I'll really get this job. Doesn't matter. So I came to Berrigan, and all the staff are very excellent. They're really helping us to grow and everything. So when I came here, this language was a little bit of barrier. Even though you know English, you can't survive in Australia. You know the accent, you should know the accent. So still I survived. So I tried to learn a lot of things, a lot of words. So and I had a lot of mothers here to helping us. So they look after me very well. I'm really thank God for that, because I never expected like this before. And so even when I go back to India for holidays, so when I see a person, hi, how are you? Good day, thank you. So all these things, so people think, you didn't say that before. So it was quite funny when I said that. And some of the words, like if I say, hey, how you doing? I say, I'm not doing anything. So it's like, oh, that means how are you? So it was quite funny when I like some thing that I know, somebody said that, oh, this thing. So I said, oh, that is rip-off. What is that? That means you flop. You've been not good. Okay. So those are some of the words. And if I went to a shop and buy something, I said, oh, thank you so much for that. They look at me. You pay the money. So it's like, I said, it's just a gratitude, it's a math, that's all. So that was quite funny when I went back in India after a little bit of time. So it was a great experience there. And even my parents, they came out here, and my sister lives in Ballarat. So they have a sister, they got a baby. Unfortunately, she's expecting another one. That's why she couldn't hear today. And what else? Yeah, I met a lot of friends in all Australia, which is a great thing because everywhere I go, I have some friends. So, which is a good and great thing to be happening to me. And my parents, they really want to be here too, but unfortunately they couldn't. So they told me to give a wish to everyone, because, and also from their part, they want to give a huge thanks to everyone to conduct this ceremony here. And what can I say? I'm here to give my Indian citizenship and to become an Aussie. I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I'll do my best and for Australia. Yeah.
Thank you, boys. Where people make the decision to undertake the citizenship to be an Australian. And whilst we take it for granted, those of us who've been born here and grown up here, this is a big decision for these people. And these two young men have been in our district now for some years and are in the profession of nursing and have acclimatised themselves very, very well. And they truly are part of our community. One is a fisherman, the other guy's a photographer. Every time you see him, he's got a camera. And they have made some very good friends here. So today, we welcome you. We are delighted that you've made the decision of this naturalisation ceremony, and we are delighted that you've chosen this area to live in and to expose your talents in this field, in nursing particularly, to our people. And I have got no doubt that you are very, very welcome in our community, and we're delighted you've chosen this area. Now, I have some formalities here to go through, which is from the Department of Immigration and the Minister, and I need to read this to you. It's called the Citizenship Ceremony. It is my pleasure to be able to preside at this ceremony today, which will confer your citizenship and introduce you as a member of our community, a family in fact, living democratically and featuring an equal right to life, liberty, freedom and opportunity. In joining the community, you will be invited to share the rich heritage of our past and participate in our hopes and aspirations for the future. Your presence will enrich our heritage. I would like to mention that you are encouraged to retain your own cultural identity, customs and traditions, because these will become part of the development of our heritage in the future. I will now read a message from the Minister for Immigration and Border Protection, the Honourable Peter Dutton. And this is what he's saying to you. Today you inherit a legacy provided by previous generations of Australians who have made our country what it is and the people we are today. I acknowledge our Indigenous Australians who were the first people to place their footprints on this magnificent land. For us who followed, we all share in a migrant heritage, whether we arrived recently, like some of our new citizens today, or whether our families have been here for many generations. The Australian story is one of courage, mateship, endurance and sacrifice. It is our duty to honour the contribution of previous generations and to uphold the values that guided them and have stood the test of time. This is regardless of our race, ethnicity, religion or background. In their gift, we are truly united as Australians all, and this is how we should live together as Australians first and always. This year, we celebrate the 65th anniversary of Australian citizenship. On the 26th of January 1949, the Nationality and Citizenship Act 1948 came into effect, creating the new status of Australian citizen. Since then, more than 4.5 million have done what you're about to do, make a commitment to Australia and its people. Together as citizens, we will continue to ensure that Australia remains the best country in the world to live. By taking this important step today, you understand that this is a serious responsibility. I thank you for your contribution you will make and for the Australian legacy you will leave. Congratulations to you both. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia, and Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Persons on whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations, A, by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people, and B, by sharing their democratic beliefs, and by respecting their rights and liberties, and by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. To become an Australian, it is necessary to take the pledge of commitment as a citizen of the Commonwealth of Australia. In taking this pledge, you also undertake to abide by the Australian Constitution and the laws that are made under it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the oath. This is the oath of naturalisation, and I will lead these two men in this, and they will follow, which is their dedication to being naturalised as an Australian citizen. So if you repeat after me, if we do this together. From this time forward under God.
From this time forward under God.
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people.
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people.
Whose democratic beliefs I share.
Whose democratic beliefs I share.
Whose rights and liberties I respect.
Whose rights and liberties I respect.
And whose laws I will uphold and obey.
And whose laws I uphold and obey.
I have a certificate for you which I have to sign, so we'll do that after. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would be upstanding, please, we will sing the national anthem. Memorabilia here for you for remembrance of this day, and there is the Australian Citizenship Certificate, right? There is a medallion. And there is a flag. I might add, that looks very simple, doesn't it? But I have to chase around and find a person with these flags today. So we found them, so that's for you. And in addition to that, there is a native of Australia, which you can do just for a moment. And you've got to look after that. Now, we've got here Jinto. There's your certificate. Your medallion, your flag, and your native. Now these are all the mementos of today, again. Now ladies and gentlemen, we invite you all to join us now for morning tea through the door here. You are